Welcome Wrestling World to Wrestling on the Rise, where we talk anything and everything wrestling. I'm your host, Rich Michaels, and on this week's show, I will have a recap of WWE's Extreme Rules, WWE's Raw, SmackDown Live, 205 Live, ROH news and results of New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Wrestling World, I will have to apologize. I could not have my guest, the amazing Canadian Lionel Knight, on the show for this week due to prior engagements. He was wrestling this weekend. So Lionel Knight, wish you luck, and we'll see you next week. And I hope to see you, the viewers, next week for that interview. But on this week's episode, you will be interested in my match of the week, and I put a little twist on my What Moves You segment. So don't forget to use the hashtag WrestlingOnTheRise. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't yet at WrestlingOnTheOne. Comment on the video below. Subscribe if you haven't to the channel. And let's go. And let's start with Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules took place this Sunday. And I would have to say I wasn't really happy with the event. Kind of was not extreme at all. But the Intercontinental Championship changed hands as The Miz defeated Dean Ambrose. Neville retains his Cruiserweight Championship as he defeated Austin Aries. The Hardy Boys lost in a cage match to the Swiss-Irish connection of Cesaro and Sheamus, which was pretty good. Alexa Bliss whooped Bayley's ass with a kendo stick as she remained Raw Women's Champion. And finally, I told the world WWE pulls off magic tricks as Samoa Joe is now your new #1 contender for the Universal Championship. He wasn't my pick, but I felt it coming in the air, and you did probably too. And for the Raw after Extreme Rules, the What's on Corey Graves' cell phone saga continues. This week, Kurt Angle came down to the ring to talk to Corey Graves about the cell phone incident, but after their conversation at ringside, Kurt Angle was seen leaving the building. A lot of suspicious activity going on here between these two, like Corey Graves totally denying the whole incident took place last week. I'm not sure what to say or what to put my finger on or what even it is, but if wrestling fans, if you know, please comment on the video below or tweet me or hashtag Wrestling on the Rise about this, because I would love to hear your opinions of what you guys think. Also, the mysterious attacking going on backstage of Enzo Amore happened again, but instead of Enzo being attacked, it was Big Cass. So I had to readjust my opinion about Big Cass attacking Enzo, because clearly it can't be him unless he's attacking himself or staging attacking himself to make it look like he is not guilty of attacking his best friend Enzo Amore. I don't know. What do you guys think? Please let me know. Also, your #1 contender for the Universal title, Samoa Joe, came down to cut a promo to talk about how he's not afraid of Brock Lesnar. But Paul Heyman came out to tell Samoa Joe he should be afraid of Brock Lesnar. So what did Samoa Joe do? He sent a message. But how? He choked out Paul Heyman and left him laid out in the middle of the ring. Samoa Joe, you're a beast, and I just can't wait for your match against Brock Lesnar next month. Now, moving on to SmackDown Live news. AJ Styles defeated Dolph Ziggler in an entertaining matchup. Also, Mojo Riley wants to be noticed as he went one-on-one with the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal. And by the way, wrestling fans, I love the Singh Brothers entrance, and I love everything that's going on with Jinder Mahal and the Singh Brothers. I think it's something that WWE needs. It's diversity, and I'm so happy and proud to see it happening today. But the New Day and Breezango segment, Fashion Police, took place, and it was hilarious. It had me dying. Seeing Tyler Breeze in a romper, which has seemed to be a trend these days, I won't follow. But it was too funny, and I don't understand the point of it, but I hope to see something good coming out of this with the Fashion Police or Breezango, knowing that the New Day is facing the Usos and Money in the Bank for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Nakamura and Kevin Owens took place, part 3 actually, and this match was mediocre, not as great as their first encounter in 2014 in ROH. If you haven't seen that, you should check that out on YouTube. But the match was pretty good. Didn't see this coming, but Baron Corbin was at ringside doing commentary, and at the end of the match, which Nakamura took the W, he came in the ring and hit Nakamura with the end of days, sending a statement and actually an exclamation point to the rest of the competitors of the Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, with Baron Corbin getting a lot of momentum in these past couple weeks, I'm pretty sure everybody would have to adjust their winner and their predictions for this Money in the Bank ladder match. I know I might. It may not be Baron Corbin, but it could be somebody else. Also, something that's puzzling me this week, well, not this week alone, but last week too, is the SmackDown Women's Division. This week, the whole SmackDown Live Women's Division was in the middle of the ring for the commissioner, Shane McMahon, to unveil the Money in the Bank ladder match briefcase. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match briefcase. And I'm pretty sure Wrestling World and viewers, you and I, thought it was going to be pink. But the briefcase was actually gold and white, which looks pretty cool. And honestly, I'm excited to see this match now. But what I didn't understand is that Lana came down to the ring and demanded to be inside this Money in the Bank ladder match. I just don't understand why. But she thinks she deserves it. So Shane McMahon told her that she can't be in the match because she has to earn her way into the match. So she left, pouting, yelling, and stuff like that. And a scheduled match took place between Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and SmackDown Live Women's Champion Naomi versus Carmella, Natalya, and Tamina. But having Naomi taking a loss in this one again and getting pinned by Tamina, which made Lana laugh at her. And when Naomi saw Lana laugh, she was pissed off. She went backstage to the commissioner and demanded to have a match against Lana at Money in the Bank. And she even wanted to put her SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line. I just don't get it. This week, I had a poll on Twitter. And viewers, you guys voted. And 60% of you guys believe that Lana does not deserve this opportunity. And I agree with you. But I just don't understand what's going through Shane McMahon's mind to give her this match. But let's see what Lana does. She only had 2 matches, mind you guys. 2 matches. And she's fighting for the belt. I don't know, but we'll see. Now moving on now into New Japan news. This week, the finals of Best of Supers Juniors 24 tournament took place as Will Ospreay took on Kushida in a hard-hitting, grueling, jaw-dropping matchup that had Kushida taking the W in this one and is now the Best of Super Juniors 24 finals champion. Congratulations, Kushida. You're 3-0 against Will Ospreay. Ospreay, I guess it's back to the drawing board for you, bud. And also, Dominion in Osaka is taking place this weekend. Can Kenny Omega pull it off against Okada? Can Tanahashi restore honor in the IC title? Does Suzuki Gun have what it takes to retain against Goto? Can Bullet Club win back both IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles? Find out next week. I will have the results for you. Hope you enjoy it. 205 Live was pretty good this week as the Cruiserweight Championship was up for grabs when Neville defeated TJP in a wicked matchup. Good efforts for TJP, but Neville is still king and still the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Also, Noam Dar without Alicia Fox took on Cedric the Alexander, her ex, and then this match was pretty interesting. Cedric Alexander took the W in this one. At the end of the match, he went to Noam Dar and told him, "This is it. We're done. I moved on, and I think you should too." And honestly, I think Noam Dar should too, because I'm sick and tired of him and Alicia Fox. In Ring of Honor news, they had 2 events planned this past weekend. The first one, Windy City Excellence, had Jay Lethal defeat Caprice Coleman, Bully Ray defeating Matt Taven in a street fight, and a special appearance by Colt Cabana as he took on, I can never say this guy's name right, Vinny Marseglia. The Rebellion defeated Dalton Castle and the Boys. The Young Bucks put their ROH tag titles on the line as they defeated Cheeseburger and Will Ferreira. And also, the Bullet Club members ROH did not mention to us that they put against Frankie Kazarian and ROH champion Christopher Daniels in the main event was Cody Rhodes and Hangman Page. And the next day, ROH Gateway to Gold had Frankie Kazarian defeat Flip Gordon, the Rebellion defeated Coast to Coast, Jay Briscoe defeated Shane Taylor, Punishment Martinez and Jay White were both counted out in the Gateway to Gold Gauntlet match. Don't know what to say about that one. Bobby Fish took on Jay Lethal. The Young Bucks defeated the Kingdom to retain their ROH tag titles. Cody Rhodes and Hangman Page defeated the Motor City Machine Guns in an entertaining match. And since there was no winner in the Gauntlet match, Christopher Daniels demanded a match. So the ROH champ put his strap on the line against Punishment Martinez and Jay White, but still came out victorious. Well, wrestling fans, that wraps up the weekly wrestling news. Now it's time for my match of the week. And in this week, I chose Neville versus TJP, and I chose Will Ospreay versus Kushida. Both matches were awesome. Both matches were amazing in their own standards. And I know what my viewers are thinking. Rich Michaels, why put a WWE Cruiserweight match against a New Japan Junior Heavyweight match? Well, viewers, if that match did not take place in WWE, I'm talking Neville and TJP, we would not have this conversation right now. I mean, both matches were spectacular. Both matches were hard-hitting. We both seen crazy things and very entertaining things. Why not chose both those matches as match of the week? Nothing else standed out. But even if it did, those matches were so good, they should have been on pay-per-view. And they were on free television. Well, New Japan is not free television. Still gotta pay for it on New Japan World, but you know what I mean. Now, for my What Moves You segment, I'll put a little twist on it. Something different. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. I got one move, two competitors. You tell us who does it better. The move is the elbow drop off the top rope. The competitors are Macho Man Randy Savage, rest in peace, and Shawn Michaels. Now, wrestling fans, I don't know who to choose in this one. Both competitors have used this move as finishers, actually, and have won championships with these moves. I honestly can't put my finger on it and who does it better. So, tweet me what you think, comment on the video below. Don't forget to use the hashtag WrestlingOnTheRise. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, Wrestling on the Rise. Tweet us, Wrestling on the One, or follow us on Instagram at Wrestling on the One. And next week, I will have the amazing Canadian Lionel Knight as a one-on-one sit-down interview, which will be really good. And I will have results for Dominion in Osaka for you guys. Also, results from SmackDown Live, Raw, NXT, 205 Live. And viewers, if there's anything that you would like me to cover for you, please comment on the video below or just send me a DM and I will get it on the show for you guys. Well, that's it for this week. Hope to see you guys next week. This is Rich Michael signing off. Peace.